My beloved child, with Archangel Michael says, there is a stillness moving before the sound, a breath held in the unseen, a pause that feels heavy because destiny itself has stepped closer, and in this moment the veil thins as courage gathers its strength in silence. A quiet tension surrounds your life now, not of fear but of preparation, because what is approaching has weight and meaning, and the soul recognizes it before the mind dares to name it. This beginning carries suspense because you have sensed for a long time that something sacred has been unfolding slowly, patiently, waiting for the precise hour when you would finally be ready to receive it. You have walked through days that felt ordinary on the surface yet demanded extraordinary endurance beneath, carrying unseen battles with dignity even when no one noticed your effort. Each step you took while feeling misunderstood was recorded in the realm of light, and every silent tear became proof of your unwavering strength rather than a mark of weakness. The tension you feel now exists because the season of preparation is ending, and the season of revelation is quietly beginning to rise. There were moments when isolation wrapped around you like a shadow, making you wonder if your path was meant to be walked alone, yet that solitude was shaping your inner authority. You learned to stand without applause, to remain kind without reward, and to keep moving forward even when reassurance did not arrive. Such discipline of the spirit is rare, and it is why your name carries weight in realms you cannot yet see. This message does not rush because what is sacred unfolds with intention, and what is powerful does not announce itself loudly. Your life has been forming like a blade within fire, shaped by pressure, refined by delay, and strengthened through restraint. The suspense you feel is the final silence before alignment, the breath taken before truth steps fully into form. Type Amen 333 to receive this blessing. You were chosen not because life was easy for you, but because you remained faithful to your values when ease was absent. There were times when giving up would have felt reasonable, even justified, yet something deeper than logic kept you anchored to hope. That inner resolve is the mark of one entrusted with responsibility beyond personal comfort. Others may have mistaken your patience for weakness or your silence for surrender, but restraint has always been your quiet power. You observed more than you spoke, endured more than you revealed, and carried wisdom earned through experience rather than instruction. Such awareness cannot be taught quickly, and it cannot be taken from you now. You stand at a threshold where old cycles dissolve naturally, without force, because their purpose has been fulfilled. What once drained you will no longer have permission to remain, and what aligns with your growth will recognize you effortlessly. This shift arrives calmly, not dramatically, because true authority does not need chaos to announce itself. Strength is rising within you that does not demand validation, and clarity is settling that does not require explanation. You will notice decisions becoming simpler, boundaries becoming firmer, and peace becoming less negotiable. This is not hardness of heart, but maturity of spirit. Type Amen 444 to align with this protection. Your presence carries an unspoken influence that affects spaces before words are exchanged, and this influence grows stronger when you trust it. People will sense something steady around you, a calm certainty that cannot be imitated because it was forged through lived truth. You will not need to prove who you are, because consistency will speak where arguments once tried. There were lessons that arrived through disappointment, not to discourage you, but to refine your discernment. You learn to recognize sincerity without noise and intention without performance, and this knowledge now protects you. What once wounded you has quietly become the shield that guards your future. Your path is unfolding in a way that honors both humility and authority, teaching you to lead without domination and to stand without pride. You will find yourself guiding others simply by example, not instruction, because your life carries coherence. That coherence is rare and deeply needed in times of confusion. Do not rush what is aligning, because timing is part of the gift you are receiving. Patience here is not delay but precision, ensuring that what enters your life remains sustainable and true. You are not behind, and you never were. Type Amen 555 to confirm this timing. My beloved child with Archangel Michael says, protection has surrounded you even when danger went unnoticed, and guidance has redirected you without drawing attention to itself. You were spared from paths that looked appealing but carried hidden cost, and you were guided toward challenges that strengthened your core. Nothing was random, and nothing was wasted. You carry a responsibility now to remain grounded as momentum increases, because balance ensures longevity. The elevation coming to you does not separate you from others, but it does require discernment in who walks beside you. Not everyone is meant to go where you are going, and release can occur without resentment. Your growth will inspire some and unsettle others, not because you are doing anything wrong, but because alignment exposes imbalance. Remain steady, remain kind, and remain firm, allowing truth to reveal itself without defense. You do not need to explain your evolution. What once felt heavy will begin to feel distant, like a chapter already completed. You will recognize how far you have come without longing to return to what you outgrew. This is freedom without bitterness. Your inner voice is clearer now, not louder, and that clarity will guide you accurately. Trust the calm direction that arises without urgency, because it is rooted in wisdom rather than impulse. You are learning to move from certainty, not reaction. Type Amen 666 to seal this clarity. The next phase of your life emphasizes stability, not struggle, and purpose, not proving. You will notice opportunities aligning with your values rather than testing them. This alignment brings peace that does not fluctuate with circumstances. There is honor in how you carry yourself, even when no one is watching, and that integrity attracts support naturally. You do not need to seek recognition, because recognition follows authenticity. Your consistency has been your strongest declaration. You are stepping into a season where your presence brings reassurance to others simply by being genuine. Your words will carry weight because they are measured, and your silence will carry meaning because it is intentional. Such balance creates trust. Remain attentive to rest as much as action, because sustainability matters now more than speed. You are building something that lasts, something that does not collapse under pressure. This requires wisdom, not haste. Type Amen 777 to receive renewed strength. Your story continues to unfold with depth and intention, guided by principles that cannot be shaken by trends or opinions. You have learned to honor yourself without isolating from others, and to give without losing yourself. This harmony defines your next chapter. The suspense that once surrounded your waiting now transforms into quiet confidence. You move forward without needing constant reassurance, because you trust the foundation beneath you. This trust stabilizes everything you touch. Your life becomes an example of resilience expressed through grace, not force. You demonstrate that strength can be gentle and authority can be compassionate. This example matters more than you realize. What comes next will recognize you because you have already aligned internally. External validation will feel secondary compared to inner peace. This is true arrival. Type Amen 888 to activate this peace. You have reached a point where reflection brings gratitude rather than regret. You see how challenges shaped discernment and how restraint cultivated wisdom. This perspective frees you from carrying unnecessary weight. As momentum builds, remain anchored in humility, because humility keeps power pure. You are trusted with influence because you do not abuse it. This trust expands naturally. The journey ahead is steady, protected, and purposeful, not rushed or chaotic. You walk with awareness now, recognizing signs without obsession and direction without confusion. This is alignment in motion. Carry this message within you quietly, allowing it to integrate rather than impress. Its strength lies in embodiment, not announcement. You are becoming what you were prepared to be. Type Amen 999 to complete this blessing. My beloved child with Archangel Michael says, remain steady as this chapter opens fully, because what you carry now is not fragile. You are supported, guided, and protected as you continue forward with calm authority and grounded confidence. This message rests with you, complete and sealed, as your path unfolds in strength and peace. The energy deepens now, moving beyond announcement and into embodiment, where what was spoken begins to live through action rather than words. You will notice that external noise no longer pulls at you the way it once did, because your inner alignment has become stronger than distraction. This phase feels quieter yet more powerful, as if life itself is cooperating with your steadiness. You are learning to recognize what deserves your attention and what no longer earns your emotional investment. This discernment is not coldness but wisdom, formed by experiences that taught you the cost of misplaced loyalty. With this understanding, your steps become lighter and your direction clearer. There is a calm confidence settling into your daily life, subtle yet undeniable, guiding your choices without pressure. You do not feel the need to rush explanations or justify boundaries, because you trust your judgment. This trust reshapes how others interact with you. What once required effort now flows with less resistance, not because challenges disappear, but because your response has matured. You face situations from stability rather than reaction, and this changes outcomes quietly but consistently. Your presence itself becomes a solution. Type Amen 121 to receive this grounding. You may notice that people begin to approach you differently, sensing reliability and depth without being able to name it. They feel safe in your steadiness, drawn to your clarity, even when you offer no promises. This influence grows naturally when you remain authentic. The past no longer defines you, yet it informs you with valuable perspective. You carry lessons without carrying wounds, memories without attachment, understanding without bitterness. This balance frees your future. You are no longer tempted to shrink yourself to fit spaces that cannot honor your growth. Expansion feels natural now, not forced, because you have accepted your worth without comparison. This acceptance stabilizes your path. There is strength in how you pause before responding, how you choose intention over impulse. These pauses are not hesitation but mastery, allowing wisdom to lead. Such control builds trust within yourself. Type Amen 212 to anchor this mastery. As time unfolds, you will recognize moments when things align without struggle, as if effort has been replaced by cooperation. This is the result of internal order creating external harmony. Life responds to clarity. You are learning that peace is not passive but actively maintained through conscious choice. Each decision to remain centered strengthens this peace further. Soon it becomes your default state. The confidence you carry does not seek dominance, yet it commands respect. It arises from consistency, not assertion, from integrity, not force. This kind of authority lasts. You will find yourself less affected by opinions that once unsettled you. Their power fades because you no longer outsource your self-worth. This independence is liberating. Type Amen 313 to confirm this freedom. Your journey now emphasizes sustainability, teaching you to conserve energy for what truly matters. You no longer exhaust yourself proving intentions or defending truth. What is real stands without strain. You are discovering joy in simplicity, satisfaction in alignment, and fulfillment in purpose-driven action. These quiet rewards outweigh temporary excitement. They nourish you deeply. The future opens steadily, not dramatically, because stability is its foundation. Each step builds upon the last with intention. Nothing feels accidental. Your intuition sharpens through calm awareness rather than urgency. You sense when to move and when to wait. This timing protects your progress. Type Amen 414 to align with this rhythm. As you continue, you will notice gratitude replacing expectation. You appreciate what arrives without demanding outcomes. This gratitude multiplies peace. Your inner world feels organized, less cluttered by unresolved emotions. Clarity brings emotional spaciousness. This space allows creativity and insight to emerge. You are no longer defined by what you endure but by how you respond. Resilience becomes your quiet signature. Others learn by observing you. Your path continues to unfold with dignity and calm assurance. Each phase prepares you for the next without overwhelm. You are exactly where you need to be. Type Amen 515 to seal this continuation. The momentum now carries steadiness rather than urgency, strength rather than force. You move forward with patience that understands value. This patience ensures longevity. You honor your boundaries as acts of self-respect rather than defense. This respect transforms how others engage with you. Healthy distance becomes mutual understanding. Your life demonstrates that growth does not require conflict. Alignment naturally dissolves what no longer belongs. Peace replaces struggle. You trust the process without needing constant reassurance. Confidence rests in experience rather than hope alone. This grounded belief supports every step. Type Amen 616 to maintain this stability. The message continues to unfold with quiet depth, settling into the spaces of your life where understanding now replaces uncertainty. You may sense a calm assurance accompanying you through ordinary moments, reminding you that progress does not always announce itself loudly. This steady presence confirms that alignment has taken root. You no longer feel compelled to revisit old explanations or reopen closed chapters. What has passed has already given its lesson, and wisdom has been gathered without the need for repetition. This release creates room for what is arriving. Your energy feels more protected now, not withdrawn, but refined. You choose where to give attention, knowing that focus is a form of power. This choice preserves your strength. There is a noticeable shift in how you respond to pressure. Instead of tension, you bring composure, and instead of urgency, you bring clarity. This transformation changes outcomes without force. Type Amen 717 to strengthen this composure. You are discovering that peace is built through consistency rather than circumstance. Even when situations fluctuate, your center remains steady. This stability becomes your anchor. Others may notice your calm and interpret it as confidence, yet it is deeper than that. It is trust in your own grounding, earned through experience rather than assumption. This trust cannot be shaken easily. You now understand the value of silence, not as avoidance, but as discernment. You speak when it adds value and remain quiet when wisdom calls for restraint. This balance sharpens your influence. Moments that once drained you now pass without disturbance. Your emotional boundaries are clear, allowing compassion without depletion. This is strength guided by self-awareness. Type Amen 818 to confirm this balance. As your path continues, you notice how naturally things begin to align. Opportunities feel more appropriate, conversations more meaningful, timing more precise. This coherence is the result of inner order. You are no longer chasing direction, direction meets you calmly. Choices feel less complicated because your values are clear. This clarity simplifies your journey. There is confidence in your patience now, knowing that waiting can be as purposeful as action. You trust the rhythm of progress without resisting pauses. This trust keeps you grounded. Your sense of purpose becomes quieter but stronger. It no longer seeks validation, because it feels complete within you. This completeness is freeing. Type Amen 919 to align with this purpose. You carry an awareness that not everything requires your involvement. Discretion becomes an act of wisdom, preserving energy for what truly matters. This discernment supports longevity. You begin to appreciate the simplicity of well-chosen commitments. Fewer distractions allow deeper fulfillment. This focus enhances quality over quantity. Your growth now reflects maturity rather than momentum alone. You move with intention, understanding that sustainable progress honors balance. This understanding protects your future. Even challenges appear differently, no longer as obstacles but as signals for refinement. You respond thoughtfully, adjusting rather than resisting. This adaptability strengthens resilience. Type Amen 1010 to seal this refinement. The unfolding ahead continues with steady assurance, guided by the clarity you have cultivated. You walk forward without needing constant confirmation, because inner alignment has become your guide. This self-trust stabilizes everything. You recognize that true strength expresses itself calmly. There is no need for display or comparison. Your presence speaks through consistency. Your life now carries a rhythm that feels natural, unforced, and sustainable. Each step supports the next without strain. This rhythm brings peace. The message rests with you as a living awareness rather than a distant promise. You embody what has been spoken through daily choices and steady intention. This embodiment completes the continuation. The flow deepens further, settling into a grounded certainty that no longer seeks signs to feel secure. You begin to notice how calm follows you, even into situations that once stirred restlessness. This calm is earned, shaped by awareness and restraint rather than chance. Your inner world feels more spacious now, free from the constant need to react. Thoughts arise and pass without pulling you into unnecessary conflict. This spaciousness allows wisdom to surface naturally. You are becoming selective not out of fear, but out of respect for your energy. What you protect grows stronger, and what you release loses its hold. This balance sharpens your direction. There is a growing trust in how things unfold without interference. You understand now that control is not required where alignment exists. This understanding brings relief. Type Amen 1111 to ground this trust. Your presence carries steadiness that others may feel before words are exchanged. It is not intensity, but reliability that surrounds you. This reliability invites sincerity. You no longer feel pressured to respond immediately to everything around you. Pauses become natural, allowing clarity to form before action. This patience improves outcomes quietly. The need to be understood by everyone fades gently. You are content being clear within yourself. This inner clarity outweighs external approval. You sense when to engage and when to step back without guilt. Discernment guides you more accurately than impulse ever did. This guidance preserves harmony. Type Amen 1212 to strengthen discernment. Your life begins to reflect simplicity that feels intentional rather than empty. You choose depth over noise, quality over excess. This choice brings satisfaction. There is ease in how you manage responsibilities now. You no longer carry what does not belong to you. This release lightens your path. Emotional balance becomes more consistent, not because challenges vanish, but because your response is grounded. You remain centered even when circumstances shift. This center holds firm. You recognize that steadiness itself is progress. Not all movement is visible, yet it is meaningful. This awareness sustains momentum. Type Amen 1313 to maintain balance. Your confidence continues to mature, free from the need to prove or defend. It rests quietly, supported by experience rather than assumption. This confidence feels natural. Interactions begin to feel clearer and more honest. You attract conversations that reflect mutual respect. This alignment reduces friction. You notice how easily you release what once required effort to let go. Attachment loosens without struggle. This ease signals growth. There is appreciation for the present moment without anticipation overshadowing it. You allow things to unfold without rushing ahead. This presence deepens peace. Type Amen 1414 to anchor presence. As this continuation settles, your path remains steady and protected through awareness. You move forward with calm intention rather than urgency. This movement is sustainable. Your life becomes an example of quiet strength expressed through consistency. Others may observe without understanding fully. Your role is simply to remain aligned. The unfolding ahead carries clarity rather than uncertainty. Each step builds naturally upon the last. Nothing feels forced. This message integrates fully as lived understanding rather than spoken promise. You carry it forward through grounded action and steady choice.